welcome back to Your Dry Delight. I just can't get enough of this freaking music. I'm sorry, it's the best. When we left off, Leslie had been accosted. And his no, sorry, not Leslie, our boy, our character, had been accosted, and Leslie was like, that man touched Bay? And then Bay's like, dude, calm down. And he's like, I can't calm down, he touched Bay. Richter, is that our name? Richter Belmont? Leslie and I exchanged knowing looks. I can already see what he's getting at. So you want to scope it out for information? It's a good bet and a safe one. Once folks get drunk, there's no telling what kind of juicy information we'll get out of them. If we're lucky, some of it might even be related to our case. I wouldn't count on it. We snicker in our line of work. Both of us have seen our fair share of these ritzy orgies. Ooh, ritzy. To be ritzy is to be glamorous and stylish, sometimes in the negative sense of being gaudy. The term stems from the Ritz, later Ritz-Carlton hotels, which were famously opulent. The famous song, Puttin' on the Ritz, written in 1930 by Irving Berlin, takes its name from this phrase. The more you know. I think you should come to the party with me tonight. With your smarts and my good looks, we're bound to find something out. Oh, you think you're prettier than me? And if you want my honest opinion... Leslie goes thoughtfully silent for a moment, then a more serious look darkens his brow. I think this rendezvous at the Speak is too risky. So he's talking about the speakeasy, yeah. Just short. You can use it as code, I guess. Like, speaking of... We should go to the speakeasy. It's like, what? Why did you say it like that? It's like, I don't know. Even if Meyer doesn't mean you any harm, any other mob types around there might not feel the same way. But I also don't think you're green enough to walk into a death trap. Gee, thanks, boss. When I roll my eyes, Leslie offers me a soft, affectionate smile, the kind he only puts on once in a blue moon. I'm heading to the party either way, but I trust your judgment, Richter. You can decide for yourself where to go tonight. What'll it be? I'm going to the party with Leslie. I can't say I agree with Leslie about the speakeasy deal, in fact. I'm pretty sure it's a key part of this mess. But I think he's right about the hotel party. If the gossip flows as freely as the liquor, and believe it or not, sorry, I can't read today, I'd like to spend more time on the job with him. Watching Leslie work is quality entertainment in and of itself. Okay, boss, you've won me over. Party it is. Attaboy, Richter. Leslie spins around in his chair at top speed, apparently thrilled with my reply. Dude, Leslie is just all spirit animal. Hopefully our supervisor doesn't decide to walk in right now. He just walks in immediately, like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm trying to see if I can throw off the Earth's rotation, boss. I think I'll send someone to the speakeasy anyway, just to scope it out again. That place has got to be important, somehow. Ignoring the spinning Leslie, I rub my cheek thoughtfully and gaze at the ceiling, pondering the situation. If another agent can get some more information from that place, maybe we can combine it with tonight's findings to form a better plan. I'll call Earl and tell him to head over there while we're at the party. Well, good thing there's plenty of paperwork to keep us busy for the rest of the day. A whole stack of reports arrived this morning, actually. I was getting worried when you came in so late, thought I'd have to do it all myself. Good thing we're a team, right, boss? Boss? Is he sleeping? Dickhead. I glanced over at Leslie, who's gone silent. He's still slowly spinning in his chair, head slumped back. Is he snoring? If I had a dime for every time this happened, I'd be a rich man. But no, all I have is this massive pile of paperwork. He's like, God damn it. He's like, oh, you're lucky I like you so much. As Leslie enjoys his morning nap, I bury myself in the reports, poring over them one by one. That bastard's lucky I have such a soft spot for him. Otherwise, I'd tip him out of that damn chair and throw these papers at his face. He always looks so peaceful when he's sleeping, though. Not a care in the world, innocent as a kitten. That's my dashing senior partner, all right. Aww, so cute. As evening finally rolls around, I managed to finish up the paperwork. Leslie woke up in time to help me with the last third, and we head out to the party. Oh my gosh, this house has a fireplace? Or wood stove? Our taxi takes us to a lavish hotel, an appropriate place for a fancy gala like tonight's. Oh, it's a hotel with a wood stove. Sweet. When we get to the crowded parlor, Leslie and I decide to split up, so I'm left alone with a smattering of chatty guests dressed to the nines. It must be like dressed awesome. Like, damn. Smartly and sharply. To be dressed to the nines is to be dressed very smartly and sharply. By itself, to the nines usually means to the highest degree, and was first used in the early 18th century. Sweet. God, I love this music. I wander around for a while trying to keep my distance while attempting to spot anyone of note, but it's too crowded for my strategy to work. I'm going to have to get in the thick of it, aren't I? Working at these events is always a nightmare. Eavesdrop on the politicians or mingle with the partygoers. I mean, this is a political party, but the partygoers probably know more about where the alcohol comes from. Maybe. You know what? Let's do the politicians. I bet Meyer's gonna be fucking chilling there and be like, no! Finally, I noticed a couple of familiar faces in one corner of the room. Faces who were plastered all over town when they were running for election. I'm dancing in my chair because this music is fucking awesome. Trying not to attract too much attention, I shuffle towards the pair, trying to overhear their discussion. You know how much dough I got from that guy, Gordon? That's money. Dough is a common slang word for money. The term sprang into use in the 1800s, likely due to the connotation between food, of which bread is a Western staple, and money. So they're like, yeah, I got dough. It's like bread dough or like money dough. It's like, I got both. This guy's loaded. $5 grand? No, higher. I don't know, pal. 10? 15 grand, Gordy, old boy. That means like old pal, old dude, old friend. Yeah. This term is used the same way we might say buddy or man in a friendly greeting or conversational sense. And all I gotta do is pretend they don't exist. Where do I sign up? That's a good vacation right there. Richter's like, where's my whip? Oh wait, wrong Richter. Richter Belmont just comes in and murders everyone. If there's anything Volstead's shown me, it's how two-faced politicians are. Even the people who say they believe in prohibition don't follow it, and saps like these two even abuse it to make money. It's one big lie that we all pretend is real, just like Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny, only for adults. Hey, you don't talk about Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny that way. Sighing to myself, I turn around and start scoping out a more promising group to join. Richter! Oh god. Wait. A sing-song voice suddenly calls out my name, floating over the loud chatter of all the guests. A very familiar sing-song voice. Boss? Boss, you... Ah, there you are! Whoa. Leslie comes half stumbling towards me, crashing right into my arms. I managed to catch him considering he's lighter than a paperweight, but I can't get him to stay upright. He keeps slumping back onto me, not even attempting to stand straight. Boss, just what the hell are you doing? Shh, not so loud. We're blending in, Richter, blending in. He's completely smoked, isn't he? Dude is drunk. Another term to describe drunkenness, so next time your friends are drunk, be like, dude is smoked, and see if someone gives you a weird look. Just tell me if they do. Hold on one second. Sorry, I want to turn that down just a smidge. I can already guess what happened. Leslie can barely handle a single drink, and the champagne's flowing like the Nile here. Quick, take me to the broom closet. Boss, what are you... Shh! He presses a finger to my lips, glaring at me indignantly. I found some things out. Important things. But we need privacy, and somewhere I can put my feet up. I don't know if I should be impressed or concerned that he got drunk so quickly. Well, it's not like I can really drag him home in this state, can I? So... Some of you know, and a lot of you don't know, I have a very low alcohol tolerance, so I am basically Leslie when I drink. What am I gonna do with you? Kiss him on the face. Muttering to myself in disbelief, I help Leslie down the hall, away from the rest of the party. Luckily, it seems like the hotel staff planned ahead. A number of the doors are unlocked and open. For situations just like this one, no doubt. We end up in a dark room and I kick the door closed after dragging Leslie inside. A broom closet. You're off your rocker, boss. Deciding to deposit my senior partner on the bed, I move us towards it and gently nudge him under the covers. Maybe he'll just decide to fall asleep. Oh, I agree, got you. Oi, I said I had important things to tell you. Before I can step away, Leslie grabs my wrist and tugs me down onto the bed. Sit. What is this, some kind of impromptu meeting? Leslie leans back against the pillows and gives me a hazy smirk, nodding. His legs are stretched out across my lap, and he's still got his shoes on. He'll get dirt on the bedspread at this rate. Oh? Take off my boots? You're too good to me. I don't deserve a partner like you, Richter. I really don't. Someone's got to take care of you. True. I don't envy that someone. Our relationship is a running joke between us, but I've never been unhappy with how things are. Leslie takes care of me too, in his own little ways. Buying me food, teaching me French on the weekends, making me stay home and bringing soup every time I'm sick. Aw, he's like a wife. It's very sweet of him. Whenever I need him, he's always there. Hello, Richter? Anybody home? Leslie snaps his fingers in front of my face, giggling to himself. You've been staring at me for, about 30 seconds. That's because I was thinking about what a big fat hypocrite you are. Hypocrite? Me? Razzing me this morning for being hungover, but here you are, fried off your mind. It's another one for drunk, I bet. Like an egg. Fried was one of many slang terms for drunk used in the 1920s and beyond. You can tell your friends they're fried too. Well, nobody's perfect, not even me. He pouts, fluffing up the pillows behind his back and attempting to knit his brow into a serious expression. It doesn't work very well. I found out who's behind the booze at tonight's party. In fact, it sounds like he's pulling the strings in all of Cleveland. You're serious? Who is it? A fella called Eastman. Big name in the whole city's underworld. Meyer Eastman. Richter's like, oh. My breath catches. Does that mean that man from last night was... Nah, it's probably not the same one. Oh yeah, what a coincidence. We both are named Meyer Eastman. Leslie shakes his head as if reading my thoughts. He's tall, really short hair, likes to wear a long coat, low, distinctive laugh. It's him. We stare at each other for several seconds, unsure what to make of this revelation. I can't believe I was actually drinking with a mob boss last night, let alone one who propositioned me for cake. Quote unquote cake. He wants your cake, Richter. But what surprises me most is he wasn't a bad guy. How's that? Leslie blinks when I unconsciously mutter my thoughts aloud. Meyer. He wasn't rude or intimidating, and he sure as hell didn't try to throw his weight around like you'd think. I guess I'm just thrown off by how normal he seemed, like a regular Joe, not someone in the mafia. Dude, don't tell Leslie that he loves you. Rather than poking fun at me, Leslie gently nods, exhaling a quiet sigh. Apparently, he's pretty well liked around here. Doesn't usually resort to violence, either. They say he's got a golden tongue, and he always manages to work out a deal to make everyone happy. I don't know how much of it's true, but if it is, then the recent fights around Little Italy would make more sense. You mean the crazy reports we've gotten recently? The very same. The Italian gangs are probably trying to regain the turf they've lost. He's right. Half the reports I got today were all about action on the east side of town. Meyer's men must really be putting pressure on them. Just how much of a foothold does he have in Cleveland? Leslie rolls over on the bed, a glum shadow settling on his normally bright features. I expected him to be cheery about this new lead, not so grim. What's gotten into him? You know, Richter, sometimes I don't know if we're doing the right thing. His voice drops to a soft, hesitant murmur, the first time I've ever heard him so unsure of himself. Boss? You know, helping enforce prohibition? My shock must be obvious because Leslie lets out a wry laugh. I bet that has to sound rich coming from a drunk sap like me. You probably think I'm nuts, but to tell you the truth, I've never been certain of it all. Is it really the government's job to tell folks what they can and can't drink? Will a dry America really be a better place to live? Seeing folks enjoying themselves and relaxing like tonight makes me think liquor's not just for fun. It's part of our culture, our customs. It's not about getting drunk, it's about the freedom to drink, just like anything else, freedoms we've fought for since the colonists came over in their big stupid boats. He glances away with a self-deprecating, wistful smile. Now that I think about it, he's been a lot less enthusiastic about this job than our previous work. I guess now I know why. Did I ever tell you how much I wanted to be an FBI agent, Richter? Once, I think. Mom and Dad, they always told me to keep at it. I think they believed in me more than I did. They didn't know why I wanted to hunt the bad guys so badly. The bad guys? He nodded solemnly, eyes clouded over with memory. My parents were saints, but some of my friends, they weren't so lucky. A few had mothers or fathers who'd take to the bottle, and well, the ones who didn't have marks on their bodies had them in their minds. It crushed me seeing it happen to the people I cared for, being so powerless to stop it. That's why when the Volstead Act rolled out, I was all for it. Surely it'd stop the same thing from happening to other kids. Leslie slowly trails off. Our gazes meet for a long, somber moment. But I guess I'm starting to grow up now. I know people will always find another thing to abuse, and something like liquor, something so core to society, you can't ever really get rid of it. So should we be the ones to take it away? Away from the people who drink for fun over dinner to celebrate because they damn well please? The soldiers who lost arms and legs fighting in the war but come home to hear they can't even enjoy a shot of bourbon? I just don't know. He lets out another sigh, this one deep and troubled. His eyes shut tight, almost like he's trying to fall asleep again. You're not crazy, boss. Leslie stares at me like I'd just sprouted wings. Well, maybe a little crazy, but for different reasons. About what you said, though, the more I think about it, it's hard for me to argue. I hesitate for a moment. Normally I don't open up much to people, but tonight's proving to be a strange night. And in front of Leslie, I don't feel like I have to hold anything back. My pa, he drank. I guess it's all he had since my ma died having me. Probably why he took off when I was a kid, left me with my grandparents. Richter. Leslie's fingers reach out to brush my sleeve, lightly squeezing the fabric. Hey, don't feel sorry for me. They were good folks, traditional views aside. Grandpa, he was always muttering about how the law is what makes man better than beast. Every single time he read the police reports, he'd say that, without fail. The law is the highest order to uphold on earth, Grandpa thought, aside from the Bible, that is. So little Richter got that drilled into his head, did he? I nod, smirking faintly. No crime headlines to read in heaven, Grandpa. You must be pretty bored up there. He wanted me to be a policeman, but luckily detective work was close enough to count. When it comes to prohibition, though, I've always had my own doubts. Maybe the law makes us better than beasts, but the government's not the gospel. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to follow orders just because they're from the top. I joined the agency to help people, not make their lives harder. Anything that goes against that, I just can't put my heart in it, feds or no. By the time the last words leave my mouth, I feel like a complete idiot. Just because Leslie shared his story didn't mean I had to go and babble on. It's like I'm an old church lady or something. You know, Richter, I really admire you. Leslie smiles warmly at me when I glance at him in shock. Where'd that come from, I wonder? Unlike most folks, you don't always take things at face value. You stop and think, you feel, instead of only judging. Maybe you should be the senior partner, then I'd feel better about relying on you so much. I think you've got it wrong, boss. I'm just a regular old... No, there's nothing regular about you, not to me anyway. No, you're a special breed of fantastic. Oh, he doesn't normally give me these genuine compliments. How the hell am I supposed to respond to that? I admire you too, boss. What I mean is Oh? Please, do tell me more. Well, now I've gone and done it. I can tell he's not going to let me get away with this one, so I better come up with something quick. I guess I really admire how adorable you are. Yes! How adorable you can be sometimes. Sleeping, spinning in your chair, stuffing your face with cake. Christ. Did those words actually just come out of my mouth? Yes, because I made them. I haven't had a single drink tonight, so there's no excuse, none at all. God rest my soul. Oh, so you finally noticed? It's about time. I was preparing drastic measures to get your attention. They're not important now, though, since apparently I've won you over after all. He cackles, obviously pleased with himself. This is why I shouldn't give compliments. Oi, Richter. Leslie's tone suddenly turned serious again. Almost too serious. Now that we've poured our hearts out to each other, I need to tell you something important. What's that? Well, I'm not going to just bellow it out. It's a secret. Lean down. He impatiently beckons me closer. Curious, I scoot towards the head of the bed, leaning in to listen. I'm not sure what could possibly be so... A hand grabs the back of my hair and pulls me down. The next thing I know... Yes! I did it! Yes! High five! High five! Leslie's soft lips are pressed against mine. The boss is... This can't be happening. Did I fall asleep? Leslie holds the kiss for a little longer, fingers tightly curled in my hair, but after a few seconds he lets go. Yay! Sorry. So cute. I quickly pull back, touching a hand to my lips. A mortified look of horror instantly crosses Leslie's face. I don't think he realized what he was doing either. Richter, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. The booze, I just... He covers his face with his hands, peeking at me through his fingers. It's like he thinks I'm going to start shouting at him. What, am I that scary? One kiss doesn't hurt anybody, does it? After a moment of hesitation, I lean closer to Leslie, gently pulling his hands away from his face. He's so wide-eyed and embarrassed, I'd better savor this look, because he doesn't wear it so often. Just between you and me, boss? I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Richter. Aww. Oh, it's so cute. I can't. This time, I'm the one who kisses Leslie, pressing him into the bed. His hand floats back to my hair, fingers grabbing and pulling a lot rougher than his normal ruffles, that's for sure. Oh my god! So cute. He lets out a soft whimper when I nip and suckle his bottom lip, playfully tugging at it with my teeth. We share a string of light kisses, but I can't keep myself from teasing my tongue into his mouth, savoring his little mews of delight. And then Meyer kicked the door down. I'm in a daze myself. We've always had a close relationship, me and Leslie, but neither of us ever dared to push beyond that unspoken line. But as I cover Leslie's lips with kisses, finally embracing him the way I've always dreamed of doing, I can't deny how satisfying this feels. I care so much for him, more than anything or anyone else. Boss, partner, friend, does it really matter? He's here with me, he wants me, and that's all that I can bring myself to care about. Oh my god, so cute! Our lips press together harder, forcing me to still breast in between Leslie's needy kisses. He's really getting into it. Is that his thigh rubbing between my legs? I bet it's not. I swear, he's so unfairly adorable that I can't help myself. If I didn't know he was drunk, I don't think I'd be able to keep my hands off him. Oh, Richter, you fucking saint. Oh, so sweet. Finally, I draw back just enough to suck in some much-needed air. He's like, I'm suffocating. Leslie's like, oh, sorry. Leslie nuzzles against my ear, murmuring softly against it. I hope I won't forget this in the morning, but if I do, you may have my permission to remind me. Yeah, sure. The full extent of what we did suddenly hits me like a frying pan in the face. Ow. Was it like a cast iron one or like a regular one? That determines the pain you're gonna be in. I pull away more, jerking upright and letting out a cough, turning my head awkwardly to one side. Work's sure gonna be interesting tomorrow, eh? How the hell can we resume our normal business after this? Work at work, not work at not work. Easy. And you know Leslie's always going to be touchy-feely because he has been from the beginning. I sure hope I didn't just make the dumbest mistake of my life. Leslie's perfect. Okay, he's my spirit animal. Maybe we should leave the hotel and head home. It's getting pretty late, don't you think, boss? Is he asleep again? I still glance back over at Leslie, unsure how he'll respond. Oh, he passed out. Oh, Leslie. His chest slowly rises and falls, and quiet breaths flutter out from his parted lips. You'd think I would have seen that one coming. With a sigh, I slide off onto the floor, leaning back against the side of the bed. I guess I'll keep vigil and mull things over until Leslie wakes up. Thanks to his insistent touching, I can't exactly fall asleep right now. Poor Richter. He's like, God damn it. Leslie, you did this to me. Wake up. Well, whatever happens after tonight, I can't say I have any regrets. You're really something, boss, that's for sure. And I like you just the way you are. Okay, we're gonna save it right here. Oh, what? What? I'm saving it here? Oh no. Boom. That's right. Cliffhanger. But, oh, that was so cute. I'm so happy that I got them together because I love Leslie. He's so adorable. He's my spirit animal. He's such a freaking awesome, cute little squish. I love him so much. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. All of my lovers of visual novels and anime and all this freaking kick-ass shit. right here. Your Dry Delight is just, it's been a delight. What can I say? It has awesome music, amazing characters, and I can't wait to see where it goes, especially with Mr. Eastman, who's all like, man, my tongue can get me whatever I want. And I'm like, not me, because I'm with Leslie, this adorable little shithead. But yeah, I love you guys very much. Thank you for coming in and watching. I hope you enjoyed this, because I sure did. I'm really excited to see where it goes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!